Alright, hey everyone, this is Ash. Welcome back to the King's Speech. So first, let me acknowledge that I've been kind of lax in both recording any videos, streams, stuff like that, or just updating on what's happening with them, as well as doing the channel updates like I promised I would. That's on me. I do apologize. I thought I was going to be doing a little bit better about that, but I wasn't. But yeah, like the title of this video says, might as well dive straight into it. I'm going to be taking a brief hiatus from the channel, from creating, recording more content. Right now, I'm thinking until the end of April, just because I'm in the accounting field where I work, and we're getting into, and because I live in Canada, January to end of April, end of May is just kind of our busy season for that. So yeah, that's part of the factor in like me taking the hiatus is just work is going to be start picking up the next couple of weeks, and so I won't really have as much time to devote to the channel to do read-throughs and things. So rather than kind of half-assing it, not giving it the proper energy, I figured I might as well take a break from it for a while. That's reason one. Second reason that I'm taking a brief hiatus is that my mental health has been kind of cratering a little bit lately. Like, it was bad but manageable last year, like late last year, and I was kind of powering through it. Then in January, kind of started hitting a little bit harder again. And again, I think it was kind of like, mix of sad among, seasonal affective depression among other things. But yeah, I kind of started to feel, the energy drain and the energy drop these last few weeks. And every time I've thought about recording a video or doing a read through or something, like I haven't been able to muster up the proper energy to do something, that long term and kind of devote time and energy to it. So that was kind of another factor. Probably the main factor in me deciding to do a hiatus is I feel like I need a while to kind of just recharge and kind of refocus, redirect some of my creative energies into some other projects that kind of been leaving on the back burner, and devote some time to that and get away from this for a while. So hopefully that'll help, and hopefully once that's all done, I can come back to the channel, energized, refreshed with great new content, getting back to all the stuff I've left off on. So that was another big deciding factor. And then the last kind of like somewhat thing that factors into it is I've also been kind of debating what shape or direction the channel is going to take in the upcoming year. What do I want to make the channel into? Like, where do I want to focus my interests? And a lot of this was kind of sparked by the recent news stuff that came out regarding Eiichiro Oda and Nobuhiro Watsuki, the creator of Rurouni Kenshin. For those of you who aren't familiar with what happened, last year there was going to be an exhibit for the Rurouni Kenshin manga series, kind of celebrating Nobuhiro Watsuki and talking about the impact of the series on Japan, and all these authors it's influenced in Jump, etc. And it kind of basically got pushed back, canceled. Well, not canceled because it eventually did end up coming back, so it got pushed back a little bit till this year. And the thing was that so for those of you who aren't already familiar, like I've already done a video on this, and I think most people should know about this by now, but as a quick primer for those of you who aren't aware, so Nobuhiro Watsuki, the creator of Rurouni Kenshin, was charged with child pornography charges, and it's become an issue of some kind of debate within the fandom, even though I know why, but it's become a debate within the fandom, because the thing is, not only was he in possession of child porn, he was also in possession of so much of it that the police suspected intent to distribute, because they had to make multiple trips carrying up box loads of videos, among other things, that he had stashed away in his office. And he basically got a slap on the wrist. I think it ended up being like a $2,000 fine. No jail time, no prison time, anything like that. And he's basically back to, series didn't get canceled from Jump. He's basically back to things being normal as usual, things being as usual. My brain is just so fried right now. Things being as usual. And so the disappointing thing is not only is they having an exhibit in his honor, kind of talking about his series and everything else, but they had 14 manga authors also coming out for this exhibit, talking about Kenshin, the impact it had on them, talking about Watsuki. And the worst offender of this is, of course, Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, who is a close friend of Watsuki. He was tutored under him while Oda was a up and coming manga artist. And so Oda gave kind of this glowing review of Watsuki, how he has impeccable character and he's such a great person. He's so happy to see him back and things like that. And it pissed me off, and annoyed me because not only is he supporting a convicted pedophile and you're kind of lending him his social capital to kind of make a comeback. It's also the fact, the One Piece fandom at large as well, when this news broke, there was a little bit of outrage from certain people, most of them who don't really keep current with the series anymore. But a large part of the fandom kind of just, outraged and kind of just went back to posting again as if everything was back to normal and, Oda, you, that's what I'm looking for, you silly goose, Oda, blah, blah, blah. So that's been kind of also weighing on my mind as well with regards to, what do I do with regards to that on my channel? Because that is, as everyone knows, that's been a big part of the focus and a large part of the content of my channel as well. So I've been kind of debating what to do about that, whether I should just drop the series completely from the channel. Should I just keep going without financially supporting Oda at this point? I'm kind of waffling and debating and talking with a few close friends about it. So yeah, that's kind of one of the other things I want to consider, decide, make a decision on. But I haven't come to kind of a hard choice yet, because I think I also want to do a video talking about my feelings on it, but that's another thing to factor into kind of a creative project I want to do. But yeah, it's kind of there's just been a lot happening recently overall, in the world, personal life, things like that, which is why I feel I just need to take a break before I get completely burnt out, because there has been a few moments in these past few weeks where I came pretty close to considering whether I should even keep this channel going or not, whether I should bother uploading content or anything anymore. So I feel I need to take a break just to clear my head and kind of decide, all these things, kind of decide what I want to do, which direction I want to go, things like that. So yeah, that's kind of just want to do an update so everyone's kind of aware of what's happening, so no one's left in the dark, and you don't just see me disappearing for a couple of months without any kind of notification or anything like that. So yeah, like I said, it'll be a brief hiatus, but with that said, I do want to say, I still do appreciate love and appreciate the support everyone has shown me up to this point, and how understand you all have been. You really are honestly a great audience. Couldn't ask for a better one. Like I said, I do apologize, for not being as what's the word I'm looking for? God, you can just tell my brain is not operating at full capacity. I guess just thank you for being understanding about all this. Hopefully, when I come back refreshed, I will have some great content to kind of deliver to you. In that regard, I might as well drop this here as well in case anyone has any opinions, thoughts on this as well. But my library finally is ordering in the deluxe editions of the Berserk volumes. And this is a series I've tried to start 3 or 4 times now, because I know I have a lot of friends and mutuals who are huge fans of the series. They've been praising it a lot, and I've always wanted to kind of give it a try and see what all the hype was about. And so this seems like a good opportunity now that my library's getting, the deluxe black leather bound editions, which look really, really, really good. So I put a few of those on hold, and I'm considering whether I should add that into the rotation as a read through video or not, or if I should just do it as volume reviews instead, just read it and then quickly give my thoughts in like a 10-minute review video or whatnot. So if anyone has any opinions on that, if you want to see me, do read throughs, volume reviews, whatever, you can either leave a comment on here, or in the next few days, if you follow my Twitter, it's at twitter.com/KingCocoaButter. I'll do a poll on there asking if anyone has any strong opinions one way or the other to kind of help me decide. So that might be something I do as well while I'm on hiatus. Like if I can gather up some energy, if I feel up to it, I might just record some videos during my free time, and then either post them after I recorded them, or I might just hold on to it until I come back to the channel and just upload a bunch at once, depending on how things play out. But it's kind of all up in the air right now, kind of playing it by ear to decide what's going to happen with that. With that said, with regards to the One Piece stuff, like I said in my last videos, I'll probably stick to doing the reviews, at least for now. So I'll do quick, 10-minute reviews after the chapters drop on their normal time. Maybe switching back to reaction, seeing how things play out then. That said, I know maybe it makes me sound a bit hypocritical after the little, frustration stuff I said I had with Oda and what he's done. Like I said, I'm still battling with that. I think the biggest step, the first step I'm taking right now, was already just like not supporting him financially at all. So even if I'm going to read the series, it's going to be for free off the Shonen Jump app. I'm not, going to buy the volumes anymore. I'm not going to be supporting him financially in any way. And that's another one of those things where it's like, is it really going to make a huge difference or not? Probably not, but honestly at this moment, that's really the only thing I can think of to do until I have more concrete thoughts and ideas and things to say on that. So I'll try to keep that up. I'm not going to promise that it'll always be out on Sundays. Like this week, I haven't recorded the reaction yet. I'm planning to record after I record this video. So there might be, a week or 2 weeks where I just do 2 chapters in a row or something like that. Again, depends on a whole bunch of factors, energy levels, work, commitments, things like that. So yeah, it's going to be playing by ear for the next little while. But hopefully I'll be able to mitigate some of this burnout I've been feeling. Hopefully I'll become refreshed once things hopefully settle down in a couple of months. I'll be back. I'll be able to come back to this channel, full of piss and vinegar and ready to go again. Thank you all for bearing with me while I do that. As always, if you like my content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Till next time, this is Ash. Talk to you later.